There are places that stay with you long after you leave them. Places shaped by history, legend, wind, rain, and time itself. This journey took us across Ireland and Scotland, through cities filled with centuries of stories, through quiet villages and hidden roads, and into landscapes that felt almost untouched by the modern world. We spent weeks driving through both countries, searching for more than just famous landmarks. We explored ancient castles and ruined abbeys, walked battlefields and historic sites, stood inside places said to be haunted, and followed narrow roads into small towns and hidden corners most travelers never see. From the dramatic cliffs of Ireland, to the highlands of Scotland, to the Isles of Mull and Skye, every place seemed to carry its own story. But what we remembered most isn't just the scenery, it's the people we met along the way, the conversations, the music drifting from old pubs, the feeling of slowing down long enough to truly experience these places. This series is our journey through Ireland and Scotland, through history, legend, wild landscapes, forgotten places, and moments we'll never forget. And this is only the beginning.
Our first stop in Ireland is Dublin, and we're taking you with us to explore it properly for the very first time. We dive into the city's history at Trinity College and the Book of Kells, and walk through historic churches, experience the Guinness Storehouse, and explore traditional Irish pubs filled with music and atmosphere. We also try some incredible Irish food and seafood along the way. Dublin is lively, historic, and full of character, and we wanted our first experience here to be the classic one. But this is just the beginning of our Ireland journey. So first, we start in Dublin.
So we're here in the Temple Bar area, and this is the famous Temple Bar. We're here on a Sunday afternoon. It's not quite noon, so this is really mellow for what the area is usually like. We're not going in the Temple Bar right now. We might at some point, we don't know, but we're gonna go eat lunch somewhere else.
Interrupt this broadcast and bring you this breaking news.
Hey explorers! So for this series, we wanted to do something fun and special for you all. On every trip, we picked up little souvenirs, trinkets, just little items we thought were cool along the way and our different destinations, and we thought it would be really fun to give those items away to you guys throughout the series.
To enter, just leave a comment below. Tell us your favorite part of the video or what connected with you the most. Over the next 2 weeks, we'll be picking some of our favorite comments to win items from our travels. And if you want to follow the rest of the journey, feel free to subscribe, but that's completely optional.
Remember, no purchase is necessary, and this giveaway is not sponsored, endorsed, or associated with YouTube in any way. Now, back to the adventure.
And now back to our regular scheduled program.
Thank you. Hi, how are you? Two. All right. Thank you. All right, it's our first day in Dublin, and it is our first Guinness in Ireland. So I'm going to attempt to split the G. I don't think I can do it, but that's kind of tradition. So I'm going to give it a go. I was gonna split. Look how close I was to splitting the G, but our waitress came. Next time. All right, so we are here at the Old Mill Inn, and it is in the Temple Bar area. Our food has arrived. I have the traditional fish and chips. I also am going to get some mushy peas to go with it because I like peas. Some people don't like it, but I'm going to try it. So I have the fish and chips, and then Kimball has the Guinness beef stew with tatters or potatoes and the Irish soda bread. It looks amazing. Douse it all over. Lemon is a must. It's hot. Like easier said than done. I'm gonna put a little bit of that tartar sauce on there. It's really good. So Kimball got the beef and Guinness stew with tatties, which are the mashed potatoes, and then some Irish soda bread. So I'm going to give it a try as well. It's so rich. Oh my gosh. That is, if you can see how thick that, like, broth, I don't even know what you call it is. The reduction. Oh my gosh, this is going to be good. I'm a little scared though because it's hot. Oh, that's so like comforting. It's like a really rich like pot roast with like that Guinness thick kind of like broth it has on there. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna try the tatties. I love mashed potatoes. Good mashed potatoes. I don't think you can go wrong with either one of these. So we're gonna enjoy our first lunch in Dublin, Ireland. Let's cross over. So Kimberly and I are here outside of the Christ Church Cathedral here in Dublin. It's the oldest cathedral in Dublin. It was actually founded in the year 1030 by the Viking king Sihtric Silkenbeard. Then after the Norman invasions, the Normans actually rebuilt it around the year 1100, and then there was extensive renovations that happened in the 1800s. But it's a beautiful church. It also has a really cool crypt, which is one of the oldest medieval and largest crypts in all of Ireland and the UK, and it comes from around the year 1100. So we're going to check that out. Oh, and it has the famous mummified cat and rat. So we're going to check that out as well. So we're going to go inside and show you guys around. So we can get into medieval costumes here. Some from the Tudor era as well, as we have some Tudor costumes over here. I think this is an outfit, a knight's outfit. I'm gonna be Knight Susie. So I'm gonna put this on. It doesn't work well. There we go. How about that? I need a sword if I'm going to be a knight, because every good knight needs a sword. And a hat that doesn't go with it at all. What do you think of my outfit? So, Christ Church is an Anglican church. It's not a Catholic church, although it looks very Catholic because it used to be a Catholic church back in like the 1600s. But then after Tudor times, and of course, it was Henry VIII, because he wanted to divorce Catherine of Aragon, who, and the Catholic Church would not grant, the Pope wouldn't grant his divorce. Henry VIII was the one that started the Anglican Church, because he said, well, if you're not going to grant me a divorce from Catherine of Aragon to marry Anne Boleyn, I am just going to start my own church and do what I want. So then after that, a couple hundred years later, this was turned into an Anglican church. And that's why it looks like a Catholic church, though, because it was. And then it became, during the time after King Henry VIII started the Anglican church, this became that. Interesting. That's why they have the Tudor costumes from the movies and a lot of English stuff in here. Okay. So this is the famous Cat and the Rat, two of the cathedral's most famous residents. They were actually, it's kind of a funny story, they were trapped inside of the organ. So they think that literally the cat was chasing the rat. They went into the organ and there was no oxygen where they were inside the organ, and they both died, and that's why they were mummified, because of lack of oxygen where they got stuck. And so here they are now, the cat and the rat. So we are here outside O'Donoghue's pub here in Dublin. It's very close to where we're staying, actually, to St. Stephen's Green. But it is a very famous and well-known pub for traditional Irish music. Actually, the Dubliners, if you know anything about Irish music, the Dubliners, not really the Dubliners, but the Dubliners actually played here in the 60s, and they're a famous, very, very famous Irish band. So we're really excited to get in there and check out some trad music and get some more Guinness, maybe Irish coffee, and have a good time. So at O'Donoghue's on a Sunday night, there's obviously lots of people hanging out, but it's important to note that if you do come to a traditional pub on a Sunday night looking for music, the later you're here, you might not hear as much music. On Sundays, basically the music is like earlier in the day, kind of like late afternoon. We kind of miss the music here. But on Sundays, come earlier, and then the other nights of the week, then the music will go later into the evening. But Sunday's traditionally a day that they do it more in the afternoon. So now we know. The more we know, the more you know.
It always sounds like Bob Marley at the end there. Well, I think it does anyway. Did you say we're shit? I couldn't agree more. Oh, good shit. Takes about 8 songs for us to really get on point. Anyone else's good shit.
So this is a courtyard of Trinity College, and in this building right here is the Book of Kells experience, which we're about to go into. The Book of Kells was actually created by monks, Celtic monks, in the 800s. It's made on calf vellum, which is stuffed calf skin, and it's incredibly important to the history of art, the history of the Celts. And it's a book that, of the four Gospels, as I said, it's absolutely stunning. It's illuminated manuscript. It's in Latin. So we're really excited to see it. Unfortunately, we can't really film the Book of Kells, but we can film the old library, which is absolutely stunning. So we plan to show you guys that, and hopefully maybe we can get some pictures of the Book of Kells or put some in. But we're really excited about seeing it and seeing the old library here at the absolutely stunning Trinity College here in Dublin. This is called the Long Room in the library at Trinity College. It was built in 1712. And of course, it's famous for its iconic barrel vaults that are all made of wood. Right now, the books are undergoing restoration. So that's why the shelves are empty. And it's going to take a long time to do all the restoration, but it's going to be absolutely incredible when it's done to see the books back in here. But even without the books, I think it's absolutely the most beautiful library in the world that I've seen anyway. But it's just an amazing room. Of course, Trinity College is the oldest college in Ireland. So this harp is the oldest known surviving Irish harp in the world. It was...
The light does not help here.
No, the light might not be great, but it's very cool. They believe it dates back to around the year 1000 and linked to one of the kings at that time. But it's really pretty amazing. It actually serves as the insignia for Ireland, this particular harp right here. It's just beautiful. So we're standing outside Darky Kelly's. It is a famous pub here in Dublin. Oh, hi. It's right here.
About as good as you're going to get.
Yeah. We're going to do this together for once, so...
And then we'll give it a shot.
We're going to give it a shot. So we are here at Darky Kelly's, We tried to come yesterday, but we didn't realize that on Sundays it doesn't open until 12:30, and we had just come in from the United States and we're all messed up. But it's now Monday, and we are here, and I am trying the famous Darky Kelly's beef Guinness stew. And you?
I'm doing bangers and mash.
He's doing bangers mash.
Give it a shot.
And we also are each having it's a Irish whiskey old fashioned. So, sláinte. So I'm gonna try mine first. Kimball had some yesterday, and so I'm having it today. Although I did have a bite of Kimball's yesterday at the Old Midland, so we're gonna compare. I'm gonna give a comparison and see how it compares to the one yesterday. I don't know how hot it is, so. Yeah, the beef is actually a little more tender.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Really good.
It is really good. Okay, now you got to taste your bangers and mash and let me know.
I don't know. I don't know which is better.
Both good.
Yesterday.
So Kimball says they're both equally good.
I just said.
No?
No, I just said it. I have a mic too.
Oh, that's right.
You're repeating. Ooh, very good.
You gotta try a sausage in there. Like the roux and the gravies here are so dark and rich.
So thick.
Ooh, it's so hot. It's so hot and steamy. Of course, I'm gonna have to try some of his too in a minute. I love bangers and mash.
Hot.
Still super, super, super hot.
Very good. Thank you.
What do you think?
It's good. Very good.
Very good.
I've
All
never
right.
had bangers and mash before.
He's never had bangers and mash before, so just.
You don't need to repeat everything I said. I have a microphone.
That's true. We're not used to having microphones on at the same time.
Apparently you're not.
So we're gonna enjoy our lunch here at Darky Kelly's pub in Dublin, and yeah, we'll see you later. So behind me is St. Patrick's Cathedral here in Dublin. It was built around 1100, so just a little bit newer than Christ Church, which we also went to. It was a Catholic church before it became an Anglican church in the 1500s after the English Reformation. So thanks to, again, Henry VIII, it turned into an Anglican church rather than a Catholic church because at the time Ireland was under English rule. So this kind of represents not only the religious aspects of Ireland, but also a little bit of the political aspects of Ireland. But it's an absolutely stunning church. It's a Gothic style church. It's a little bit more medieval looking, a little bit grander, I think, than Christ Church. They're both beautiful, but in different ways. This one actually has a lot more stained glass windows, which we'll get some really pretty footage of, hopefully, inside, and we'll share that with you guys. But that's St. Patrick's Cathedral, dedicated, of course, to St. Patrick. Hi explorers, we are here at the Guinness Storehouse. Temple and I are going to go take a tour and have a Guinness up to the gravity bar up to the tippy top. That has like great views of the whole city of Dublin. We're really excited about it. Can't wait to learn about Guinness and how it's made because it sure is good to drink. So cool. That's amazing.
if you are doing this properly, what you should get on the tip of your tongue, it's a very subtle sweetness from the beer esters and the malted barley. In the sides of your mouth, you're going to get roasted coffee taste from the roasted barley. That's a stronger flavour.
You're holding it side. Pretty good.
I think that's okay. We're gonna flip it here. You can do it. Yeah. And where at? Yes, it is. Santa. All right, we are having dinner at a place called Matt the Thresher, just down from our Airbnb here in Dublin. We kind of have a feast here, as you can see. This is actually called the Pembroke, is what this is called, and we have fresh oysters, prawns, crab meat, salmon, and some other stuff. And then we have the fresh bay mussels. And then we also have some pan-seared scallops, as well as some Irish brown bread to go with it. So we just wanted a little bit of everything. This place is supposed to be wonderful, so we're gonna give it a try. Oh my gosh, we absolutely demolished all of that. It was absolutely fabulous. I think my favorite things were, I really enjoyed those mussels, and then we had some shrimp, were excellent. Well, and the little langostinos, it was all amazing. Now I think I'm going to try to talk Kimball into some dessert.
Dublin gave us our first real taste of Ireland. The music spilling out of pubs, the history around every corner, and the feeling that every street had a story to tell. It's a city we know we'll never forget, and somehow, leaving it only makes us more excited for everything still ahead. Next, we head across Ireland towards Galway, the cliffs of Moher and Killarney, following winding roads through ancient ruins, quiet abbeys, dramatic coastlines, and places that feel untouched by time. And this is only the beginning of our adventures across Ireland and Scotland. A journey filled with unforgettable landscapes, hidden stories, and moments we know will carry with us long after it's over. Thank you for being a part of it, and we'll see you in the next adventure.